Basically, film's about characters. That's what this is really, a film about characters. A film like this, you couldn't have shot it on film. You couldn't have shot it with traditional film cameras. You just couldn't. You just physically couldn't have done it. You couldn't have powered them. The weight, the magazines would have changed. The rigs we had, if you had a magazine, the film goes from here to here and the balance changes. So the rig wouldn't work because the balance would change as the film's going through. Silly little things, but you couldn't do it, if you could have worked with such a big camera. One of the biggest challenges of this was we needed to shoot under cloud. There's a lot of exteriors. So it was kind of a bit nerve-wracking starting off thinking, what's it going to be like? And we were very, very lucky. We were very lucky. As long as we were shooting exteriors, we got mainly cloudy days. We had a few days we had to stop and just rehearse, but then we got cloud, say, the next day, and we caught up. And then the day we finished shooting exterior day, it warmed up, there was no clouds, and we were shooting nights, and it was perfect weather for shooting nights. So I know we were very lucky. A well-shot, a well-staged film feels like 3D. It's done with the lighting and the framing and the staging. So where do you put the camera? How is the action staged? Where do you put the camera? How do you accommodate what that camera does within the set and the staging? How does the camera and the characters work together in a sort of ballet to help the story? And every time you do it and something works, it's like, wow, yeah, it's magic, yeah. There's a bunker that's lit by, period oil lamps. They're actually real oil lamps from the time. And it's sort of dummied with a little electric bulbs, and the camera comes in and does 360 and moves around the bunker. And every time the camera's moving, those lamps are on dimmers, so one's going up and one's going down. I mean, hopefully nobody notices, but I think it's an interesting thing sort of behind the scenes that it was that complex to do, because you couldn't put a light anywhere because the camera's seeing the whole place, so the light that's lighting it had to look like the real thing, So those little tricks are kind of interesting. When I first saw the film cut, as it were, which was only a week after we finished shooting, which is kind of amazing, I wasn't aware of the technique. I mean, I just got into the story, and I hope audiences feel that as well, that it immerses you, but you're not aware that it's one shot. You're just there, you're just experiencing it and going with the story, and that's what you try to achieve. I mean, you know what I mean? The technique is just by the way, really.